Kayla. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing something that a lot of people ask me to do, or a lot of people just genuinely ask me, and it's how I make my thumbnails. So yeah, I'm just gonna be showing you guys how I do that and like my basic routine. I only do it on iPhone. I don't usually use my computer unless I'm like taking the picture from off of my computer and putting it to my phone, or this and that. But yeah, this is going to be all on iPhone. I have about 3 apps I genuinely use, but I'm going to show you guys everything that you can use. And yeah, so the photo that I'm going to be editing is the picture or the thumbnail that is going to be on this video. So let's get started. The first thing I do is I usually take the thumbnail picture. I kind of start to do this like before the video or like right after I do my intro. So I did do that, and I could put the clip in. It's like kind of weird, but I'll just like sit here and I just pose. And yeah, that's like pretty much all I do. I'm like, you know, to get like the right picture, because I like the thumbnail to be relevant to the video. So like, I know usually when you like upload your video on YouTube will like make its own thumbnail from out of your video, but it's so much better if you get to pose and you get to pick your thumbnail. So that's what I do with that. Then I would import it to my computer, basically using like my SD card, plug it into my computer. On that, I would go to like my files. What I usually do, because myself, I like to use AirDrop, so I would AirDrop the video to myself, and then from there I go on my phone and show you guys. From there, I would go on my phone and I have the video here. So what I'm gonna do is make sure my phone is not on the oriental lock thing or whatever it's called, so I can get the full view. So I turn it here like this, and then basically I'll put the video on pause and like, you know, just screenshot parts of the video that I like how I look, like where I posed. So like here, maybe. Here, maybe. And I make sure like I get the parts that I'm looking at the camera, because sometimes I'll just look at the viewfinder and I won't like ever look at the camera, and it's like so embarrassing. But usually when I do post for my thumbnails, I kind of make a space on like the screen, because sometimes I like to put the words right on that space. But like, it's all up to you. You do have to keep that in mind when you are taking your picture, like where am I going to put the words, or if I'm going to put like an object or something, you need to keep that in mind. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make this as quick as possible, but I like to explain things like in depth and like make sure people understand me. So yeah. So after I have my pictures that I screenshotted, the first thing I usually like to do is crop them, of course, because that black line right there is just like kind of triggering me. Why do I look like this? I look like I'm trying to like seduce someone's man. But what are you gonna do? Then the ones that I end up liking, I usually favorite them so they're easier to find. Next thing that I do is go on VSCO, and that's where I edit my pictures. So yeah. And then I usually just use one of my saved recipes. You've probably like seen my pictures look like bright and everything. That's because I use like my bright filters. So I would just do that. And this one, like this part, you really don't have to do unless you like to edit your pictures. Me, I like to edit my pictures because the things that I use and like the filters that I use make my skin pop and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why I like to edit my pictures, but a lot of people don't like that. So if you don't want to do that, so the picture that I decided on was this picture. Ooh, this picture here. So I'm going to favorite that just in case like I have to go through my album again and look for it. Next thing I do is use the thumbnail app. So the app is called Thumbnail Maker, and it just has a bunch of collages basically where you can put your picture at or whatever. And the only reason I use this is because I don't like when like I don't know the right size and everything. It's just difficult sometimes to do, like, have the right size for thumbnails. So this gives you the correct size for anything. And then if you wanted to add 2 pictures, you can do that. It has a bunch of these, but to unlock some of these collages, you would have to pay for it, and I did pay for it because I had the money to just pay for it, and this is like an investment to my YouTube channel that I can easily make back. So that's why I paid for this app. I'm just gonna use the regular one because I have 1 picture, and this you don't have to do all the time if you're sure. Usually cameras, if you're taking it right off your cameras usually do have the correct size of the thumbnail, but for me, just to make sure, I always use this app. And yeah, so I just save it. Next thing I do is go to Fonto. And this is the one of the biggest apps that I like, that's for YouTubers. I don't know if anybody, like, you guys have probably heard of this app. Fonto is literally the best for everything. So basically this is where I can put my writings and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just name this how I make my thumbnails. So I have a bunch of fonts that I downloaded, but I'm also going to show you guys how you get fonts. So I know Keep on Trucking is one of the most popular aesthetic YouTuber thumbnails ever. So maybe I should use that one. But let me show you guys how you can get that font. There's a website called defont.com, and basically what you can do is go on this website. They have a bunch of fonts and anything. So say I want, I don't know, this font, press download, and then when it goes to the download page, let's give it a second here, it has this like zip file thing, and then you can easily press open to Fonto, or you can also open to other apps, which is really cool. So I would open it to Fonto and then easily install it. So when you're looking for the font, it'll be in my fonts and right here. So that's pretty cool, and that's one of the main things that I use to get fonts. But let's say I want to use this one because this is a very aesthetically pleasing font. How do I want it? Like a smiley face? Probably like a smiley face. This one, like, my picture looks like serious, so I'm trying to like go along with that serious look. So I don't know if I'm gonna use that font. Okay, so I decided on this as my look and my font. I'm kind of like going between using the Keep on Trucking font or this one, but this one's like kind of more towards the picture. It looks right. So basically how I got this look was I went to text, and you can choose any color of text you want. They have a bunch of different colors, and there's also ways that you can make it so it's like ombre-ish kind of. You would just press color pattern, go to here, and they have like different ways where you can make it like ombre and stuff like that, or horizontal, but I call it ombre because ombre, it looks ombre to me. But yeah, and then also they have something where you can put like little things behind it. I don't know what they call it, but it's just like these little glowy things, so like it will like make your words pop basically. I don't really know what they're called, but it's like giving it a shadow here, stuff like that. But yeah, so when I figure out how I want this, I'll get back to you guys and then show you the next step. I finished what my writing portion of making my thumbnail. I think this is how I'm gonna do it. If I change anything, you guys will see it obviously in the thumbnail, but just for show, this is what you guys this is what I'm going to do for you guys here. And you can easily go around and play on this app. It's actually really entertaining and time consuming, but this is exactly how I would start to do my thumbnail. So I'm just going to save it. Next, I'm going to go to PixArt. And PixArt, woo, we love PixArt because this is what gives us the finishing and final touch of you know, what we want to look like. Yeah. This is basically where I put all the interesting and fun stuff on my thumbnails. So usually what I like to do is sometimes I'll just show you guys what I like normally do if I have like a background in my video or something like that. I would press blur and basically just erase the background, but this is irrelevant due to the fact that I don't have a background. So yeah, I'm just showing you guys. So here I think I'm just gonna add some stickers to I don't know, just make it cool. But a lot of the times you could also do text on here. They just don't have as many fonts, and they kind of like to charge you for their gold premiumship. But what I did find out was onto font you can put your own fonts onto PixArt. Life hack. Oh shoot, wait, is it not letting me do it? Dang. Okay, so never mind. You might have to use gold to download things on there, but gold does have like a 7-day trial that you could finesse and download all the fonts you can in those 7 days. Life hack. But anyways, so what I'm gonna do is use stickers. So we all love to use our little aesthetically pleasing stickers. So what I'm gonna do is already have stars aesthetics, so I'm gonna do one of those probably as a background look, a background type. And basically you can like easily play around on this app too. These are just all like kind of things that you can like create and do yourself. That's why I don't like really like telling people like how to do things, because on these apps that I'm giving and showing you guys, you can easily be creative and be your own person on there. So I'm probably gonna use one of these just to show you guys. So there's these stars right here. So what I usually do for a background is I make the stars like super big, kind of going over my own picture, and then I would erase. And the cool thing about PixArt is that it will literally erase your like where the stars are at on your face. So I would pick person and erase it right on where I'm at, and then you see it is on the words. So what you're gonna have to do is erase that yourself, but it's not very difficult. You easily just erase it, and voila, we back. But yeah, could do that on this one too. Ew, that's kind of ugly. You could also draw some back. So yeah, and then press apply, and then boom. I'm gonna play around on this and then show you guys what it looks like at the end. And yeah, if anything interesting happens that I want to show you guys, I will come back, but I'm going to try and finish this and make this look how I want to. I'm gonna add this like little heart over here. So instead of having that like on iPhone part right there, I decided to make it a call out. So that's just basically like a little sticker with wording on it, and you can make it however big you want, you know, however you want it, because this app is like really versatile, lets you do whatever. So maybe something like that. Is that cute? But basically when you're doing stickers, you can easily just press call out, and that's where you'll find it. Add like little sparkles here and there. So what they have are draw is like, no, not draw, it's like a brushes section, and basically they have like all these things, and they also have things that you can search up. Some are on gold, but they're like just like the stickers. Basically you like can do that, but I usually use like one of the like single sparkles, not those ones, like maybe these ones, and put like little, just place them all over the place so that like it's not like really like easily seen, but it kind of like pops out, you know. I don't know, I think it pops out. So basically this is how I'm gonna make my thumbnail look. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit and then show you guys the end, because there's like no point in me just sitting here trying to figure out what I want, and I probably should have figured out what I wanted before the video. But I'm gonna play around with it, clean it up a little bit, and then come back to you guys and show you exactly how I made my thumbnail and how it looks. Okay, so I think I finished it the way I want it to be. So this is the final product. It's it's a lot, but I wanted to give you guys like free realm, and I'm not going to show you, like, I do something different on my thumbnails every single time I make a video. There's not one thing that I do that's the same, but I do use the same 3 apps, which are going to be Fonto, Thumbnail Maker, and PixArt to make my thumbnails. So yeah. Well, I hope this video helped somebody out or anybody out, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. And if you did, make sure you give a like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm putting out new videos. I don't have a schedule yet, but when I make a schedule, you guys will know. And if you hit the notification bell, you will be notified every single time that I post. So yeah, I think that's all I have. Bye.